Hello, and welcome back to Pimpin Positivity Podcast. I am your gorgeous host, Alethea Crimmins, where we motivate, empower, and inspire. Y'all, I am so excited. Yesterday was my birthday. Okay, yes, so I'm still living in all of my birthday fabulosity. I am so happy to have your face back in the place. You understand me? Y'all, so I like to have guests that inspire me, that just make me feel a type of way when I see them. Their energy just comes out through the screen, just like me. I have been following this person for a long time. And when I first saw him, I was like, okay, like hilarious. You understand me? Hilarical. Okay. And the more I followed him and followed his journey, I was like, bro, like he is just a big ball of energy. He is amazing. And he also has an amazing story to tell. Because sometimes people have expectations of you and you tend to fall into this niche that the world kind of puts you in. And then you forget, well, this is not who I am. Let me get out this box. Let me get out this box that the world put me in and just be who I am. Think about what happens if we take ourselves out the box that the world puts us in and we decide to actually walk in our purpose, to do what we were intended to do and manifest positivity into our own lives and not worry about what the world wants us to do, but what makes us happy. Because you are allowed to do what you want, even if it upsets other people. Okay? I'm just letting you are allowed to do what you want, even if it makes other people mad. Because it's your life, honey, and you live it. And you'd be surprised what being you and doing you, the doors that will open. This is the epitome of what this person showed me. He has inspired me in so many ways. I don't even think that he know that, but I'm gonna let him know today. So if you don't know, you gonna know. Let me introduce you to the phenomenal, the amazing, the energetic, the sexy, because the man is hot. I'm just letting y'all know. And he fashionable, honey. Like he came fashionable. He came with his good clothes on, okay? Let me introduce you to him, the rapper.
Hi.
Baby, you came with your good clothes on, okay?
My little mild geese today.
And then
Okay,
you and then we both giving milk, okay?
okay.
We both giving milk on chocolate.
Homogenized whole milk.
Because I'm kind of giving a little like marshmallow realness, you
Okay,
know.
because you said milk, and I was about to say we don't age like milk. Okay, you see this melanin, this chocolate milk. Okay, it got a little bit more, a little life to it. Okay, just to
Well,
make sure.
if I can be milk, I want to be that like that lactate free milk that just lasts forever. I can even be powdered milk because powdered milk does not expire.
Powder milk. We can be powder milk, almond
Let
milk.
me be powdered milk.
Okay.
Okay? Because it does not have and that shit lasts forever. Okay.
Forever, forever,
I mean,
ever.
it might not taste the best, but I mean, it is an acquired taste.
Acquired taste for sure. Definitely for sure.
But that's what we are though.
Oh, but everybody wants to taste though. Just
This is about to be a podcast. Like y'all about to laugh, y'all about to have some fun. Wait, first of all, baby, let me see these claws, honey. Can we get into the next? You better give Empire gold and black. You better give Wakanda realness with these nails. It's just giving royalty and
Black and gold has always been my brand. It's very clean, it's very straight to the point, it's very regal, but it's also very mysterious. I just love black. Everything black. Everything black and gold.
And then, well, my nails represent me all the time. just
Okay.
busy, just busy, just,
Okay. It's
just
gonna be who you are.
for your pride.
Okay, that's what it's giving. Yes, very
Just
that.
busy. So I know that people are watching this and immediately was like, "Oh my god!"
I'm sure. I'm
Right.
sure. Um, we diving in like deep off the deep end. As soon as we hop in, because
He
that's a
said,
conversation.
"Just no, like chaser, no nothing. Just,
No chaser.
but I'm almost positive that like people are watching it and they're like, oh my god, he's the Samsung guy."
Yeah, I want the heavy doom dooms on these quotations, okay? Because that is what I was known for on TikTok. I want to be very clear about that because a lot of people who follow me on Instagram, my fan base knew me as a dancer and a rapper. That's what I was known as. I've always been funny. It's just a part of the brand. TikTok happened on accident. Influencer and content
Same.
creator happened on accident. You know, when you are charismatic and anything that you touch is great, sometimes people latch onto the version of that greatness that they saw, and sometimes that's not what you wanted to be known as, you know. And Samsung literally, I distinctly remember that day. It was like what, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I saw a post and I was like, you know what, y'all not go out to be talking about no Samsung people, okay? Because all of us are genuinely, first of all, business minded, okay? Because you can't have limitations, and Apple is very limited, okay? Limited, if that's the word. I said limited.
What you
That's the
not about to do?
word. Ooh! And I'll say it again. And I'll say it again. Not too much. Okay, I'll read the girls down.
What
But
you not about to do is talk about my good pal, okay?
wait,
But I mean,
let
but
me ask you a
y'all,
question.
but,
What's your
but y'all
focus?
got fire ass cameras though, like Jesus.
The camera's always in, okay? And the battery stays charged. I just want to know what's your percentage right now.
You- Okay, so let's
Ah! Snap! What is it? What is it?
wait, let me look
What
because
is it?
30%.
My point proven. But
Anyway,
you know I love you.
inserts eye roll. But that's how I came across you. Like
Mhm.
that's how I found you. And I thought that you were hilarious. Do you understand me? I was like knee slapping. And the more I got into it, I was like, this the video that got me was because people kept tagging Samsung and tagging Samsung. I was also one of those people tagging and tagging and tagging and tagging and tagging and sharing and sharing and sharing. And then you made a post
Mhm.
dropping facts,
Mhm.
okay, about how people were switching to Samsung because of you. They were
Mhm.
doing this because of your videos.
Mhm.
And so why we don't have no contract? Because why we not chinging
Mhm.
when,
Mhm.
and I mean, I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna just leave. Well, fuck it. I mean, it's my podcast. But I mean, maybe if you had been a different shade of gray, then it might not have worked out that way. But
Mhm. Mhm.
and
Mm.
a lot of people felt some type of way,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I saw it. I
Mhm.
literally saw it start to take a toll on you.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
saw you unfold. Like I saw the here, and I kind of saw the,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What's the matter?" And then you made a post about it,
Mhm.
and when I tell you, it broke my heart.
Mhm.
Because you were like, this is not me. This is not who I am. Like, this is what y'all want me to be, but I'm so much more than
Mhm.
this. And I felt like I saw you for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I felt like, okay, I have to reach out because
Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to a certain type of, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, what's, because I felt the exact same way. Because
Mm-hmm.
people, I don't think they realize with like influencers,
Mm-hmm.
people expect you to always be on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you're not on, it's like, so take us through the journey of Samsung. I'm known for being Mr. Samsung. Then take us to that. What happened? Like what was your what was going on in here
Mm-hmm.
that m- made you make that video? Like you know what? Like when was that moment that you were like, you know what, this is not me?
Okay. So let's take it back to 2021. That is when I really started doing TikTok, taking it a little serious. Yeah. I studied the platform inside out, algorithms, hashtags, posts, sounds, how to go viral, how to build an audience, etc. And I followed those protocols. Yeah. Whenever I'm stepping into a new business venture, because I'm a businessman first, I step into a new business venture, I always study. I need to understand what I'm doing before I hop into it. That way I'm
Okay.
able to do it at its fullest potential. So I was doing stitches and I was doing, finding what worked. And the first video that I had ever posted, let's be very clear, was music. That was the first thing I had ever posted on Instagram. You scroll down to the first post. As time went on, I would post more, and then I was telling you the video that I stitched of the girls saying like, why do people who have Androids constantly like try to make us, know that they have Androids? And that's when I was just like, I'm just going to say whatever comes to the top of my head. Now, granted, I am not a loud person. I am not I don't yell to get my point across. I'm a very soft
You
spoken.
you really are.
Yes, I'm a very soft spoken, very direct person, very just mild mannered. If I ever get out of character, and even then I'm not yelling, I'm just not like that. So I made the video, the post went viral. And I'm like, oh my God. Like it's on multiple platforms. Like people are hitting me up, like, thank you so much for speaking out about, having Androids because people are asleep on it. And I was like, wow, this is a community. Instantly, when you have a community, you build on that. Yeah.
Yes.
So I saw that need for it. And let me mind you, I was the first. I was the first. I was the first. And still the only who was advocating for Android users at that level. So I saw the need for it and I kept making videos and I kept making videos. And my thing is people don't understand that being a comedian, because they were like, you need to do stand-up. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know. That's not what I wanted to do.
You're right.
Right. But being a comedian, people don't know that I would write my jokes like music. So when it comes to music, you have punchlines, you have timing, you have metaphors, you have similes, you have a flow that you take them on, you bring it in strong, keep them engaged, and then you leave them. Yeah, wanting more. And that is how I did that.
I did not now see that I did not know
Hmm. Hmm.
because with me it's just whatever come out my mouth is what come out my mouth. But
Yeah. Yes, but the thing is, like, I remember one of them was really like everybody loved this when I said, if you wanted to, iPhone doesn't change anything; they just change the size and color. If you wanted to buy something that changed colors, you should have bought a box of crayons. And people didn't. That's a bar. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to perform. I wasn't able to do.
I'm feeling a little offended, but keep going.
Mm, we're gonna talk after this, but I would write the my videos like bars, because I wasn't able to perform. I wasn't able to, the pandemic was very here, in that present time. I had to find an outlet, and that was the way that I can get people to see how my mind worked, so there's always a method to my madness. And if people enjoyed my bars as a comedian, they would
And it
enjoy my
worked.
bars as a musician,
It worked.
so as time went on, I was like, okay, now that I built a community of people that trust me, because I'm big on people trusting me, because you know how influencers can be very shady and very conniving people. I wanted my fan base to trust me. And I was like, okay, at that point, it was like at least 10, 15 million views in total, countless comments, countless etc. And we're reaching out to Samsung, and I'm like, okay, Samsung hasn't cut a check yet, so I'm gonna make my own check. I'm gonna make merchandise. So I made merchandise. And when I tell you, and I've never said this out loud, I think I made like 25, almost $30,000 in merchandise off of Samsung. That my same song at that, because I had to change the name so I couldn't get sued, off of that alone. People do not know that in the pandemic. So I was working very hard, and people were still like, you need to get sponsored by Samsung. At that moment, this is when the crash, like, mentally started to happen. Let me mind you, I was in a very toxic relationship. So I was in a toxic relationship where I was constantly being like ridiculed for certain things that I was doing. I was not dancing and rapping and performing, which was my outlet and which what I was known for. And that was hurting me. I was on social media and I was a character that people enjoyed me for. But when I would post my music or post something else, people wouldn't engage with it as much. Yeah. So I felt trapped in this cycle of having to make money because, it was a pandemic. I had to pay bills. So things like started catching up to me, and it got really hard. So I was looking in the mirror, not liking who I was, getting online and not liking who I was, and in a relationship and not liking who I was. It was just a constant battle with that. My identity. I was like, these people don't know me. They would come in my life. It was Samsung, 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 Samsung.
Mhm.
And let me mind
Mhm.
you, I don't really touch Instagram like that anymore. So Instagram, I would go on and people would see my music. Where's your music at? And I'm like, this is what I need to be known for. So that's when I posted the video, like, look, y'all, this is not who I am. And this is not what I want to be known for. And rebranding is very scary
It
because
is.
you have to start from scratch. No matter how big your following is, you have to start from scratch. So I basically was like, this is not what I want to do anymore. And that it was my first rebranding, because I rebranded like 3 times on TikTok. And that's when I started doing the hand videos. The hand videos
Yes.
started going viral. Yeah. So I want to be very clear again. Anytime I do something, I study it. So I realized, okay, I don't have to talk about Samsung anymore because they never cut a check. And at that point, I had over 30 million views and counting. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Granted, nobody on this planet, on this side of heaven, owes me anything. I want to be very clear on that.
Right.
So I was like, I gave them free promo. Why pay me at this point? So I was like, let me take myself out the equation. But I could post a Samsung video right now and go viral because my algorithm is still on it. But that's not where my heart was. So I started making the hand videos. And I was like, if I could yell and not show my face and let this be the character, people can enjoy this. And they did. And for a while, I did that. And I was like, okay, literally yelling damaged my vocal cords. Like, I can't even sing the way that I used to. So I was like, I don't want to yell anymore, because now every time I get in front of a camera, I have to yell. And that's when I rebranded again. And I started doing promoting Black-owned businesses,
Yes.
because I wasn't getting brand deals, but I was reaching out to brands. I could sell anything under the sun. And my first brand deal was El Pollo Loco, and it was McDonald's. And then it was
I remember that.
right. So then it was Pattern Beauty. They sponsored me as well. Then I was like, there's so many people that needed my help. They needed my help. So I was like, you know what? Let me start doing Black-owned businesses.
I remember that too.
And that was when I started the 28 Days of Black, where I promoted 28
Mhm.
Black-owned businesses for 28 days straight, which was one of the hardest things I had ever done in my life. Because at that moment in time, I had left my ex-fiance, and I was literally sleeping in the bed with my mother at 28 years old. Me and my puppy, my mom. I moved back home with my mom and my sister, my 2 nephews who have autism. It was a definite culture shock. I had to start from scratch. If you look at those videos, you'll see that I'm never like in my room. I'm kind of like in the car, or,
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I was in the car a lot. People didn't know that at that time I had started it. God told me, like, you need to do this. And I'm like, that's a big responsibility. I don't want it. But it gave me discipline. So I did it. In February, we had to move out of the apartment that we were in because they had to move, so I had to move. I couldn't move with them. So if you're watching those videos of me doing 28 Days of Black, I had no home. So I was doing all of those promotions for those Black-owned businesses, practically homeless,
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
was in the midst of finding a home also while promoting these brands. I didn't have much money. I didn't. My mom lived in one city. My P.O. box was like 35, 40 miles away. Didn't have gas to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I was pushing. You know, it was hard. It was very hard, and that was rebranding again. And then I ended up getting into my apartment. Then I started hearing people saying that I was taking advantage of Black-owned businesses, and that really hurt me because they were like, "He's targeting Black-owned businesses to take
How?
money." You were going to say how?
Like
Um,
you're giving them promotion.
mhm.
People are
So this
weird. Okay.
this this is what happened with that, and I apologize if I'm getting too deep because now we're going on like the whole journey.
Listen, because no, because I like literally like I'm like I like remember all these different transitions, and I did not know that during all this you as a person were
Mhm,
going through so much, and
mhm,
people, this just goes to show that even though all you see is
mhm, mhm,
like
mhm,
on the back end,
mhm,
people like you were damn near homeless and still every day
mhm,
getting up,
mhm,
doing what you needed to do. But people didn't see that part. People don't always see that part.
mhm,
And it's kind of hurtful,
mhm.
but it's like you can't, it's like you damned if you do and damned if you don't. Because if you say something, it's like, oh, what would they want a little pity party or whatever? They want you to feel sorry. And it's like, no, I'm just letting you know that this is what's going on.
Yeah, and they had no idea, and that's when I basically like I was doing promos. So what I was doing was um my rates for what I can sell and what I can do, and this is for anybody who's watching this podcast. I know my worth. Yeah. So for my platform and what I have pulled in views, what views wise, I calculated like how much I sold for Samsung, how much I could sell for food products and stuff like that. My rate is in the tens of thousands. Let's be very clear, in the tens of thousands. For the 28 Days of Black, I lowered my rates into the hundreds. I was charging them one, two, three, four, five, it depending on how long it is. Because let me mind you, I had to review the product. Not only that, I had to edit the video. I also gave them the rights to the video, which is should be an upcharge. I gave them the rights to post it wherever, repurpose it, use it as much as you want to. I would do video calls with them for an hour, talking to them about their brand, taking notes. That way I could write my videos like songs. I would
Baby, you know
basically
what? You can stop because I'm getting bothered because
yeah, yeah.
we just need to do better as
Hmm.
people is all I'm gonna say about that. Because if somebody's doing all that and you
Hmm.
still got some shit to say, then that's
Hmm.
a shame on you.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's a
Hmm.
and we're
I
not
was
gonna waste
asking.
any more like energy on these people because what.
Right. So that's why I was like, I had to rebrand again. So after like doing all that I was doing, people were saying that I was targeting Black-owned businesses. They were like, he's targeting Black-owned businesses to take money from them. I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not what I want to be known for, you know? And even though I knew it wasn't true, and all the people who have ever collaborated with me knew that wasn't true, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to do promo. I'm just going to take a step back and do me. So during that process, I want you to remind you that I was finding myself again. I had just left a 3.5 year relationship with my ex fiance. I had gained weight. You know, I did a lot of things. So I had to basically stop. So we're in 2020, the end of 2023. This is around November. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I spoke to a productivity coach, and she was teaching me like, you need to put your time and energy in something that feeds you. And social media, I want to be very clear, I hate it. I'm great at it.
Wow.
I'm great at social media, but I hate social media. I do not like it, you know, and I feel like I was in the trap of being addicted. It's an addiction, being addicted to views, being addicted to comments. Go ahead.
You Yes, because I was in
Mhm,
that same yes.
mhm,
And
mhm,
you find yourself up at like 2 o'clock in in the morning, like,
What's
but
going
just
on?
like, yeah,
What's
yeah,
going on?
and
You know, it's an addiction. You know, because
very much so.
my videos were in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. I'll get at least a couple of hour videos a month. Now it's like rare, you know, because now I'm
Same,
actually doing what I love to do, you know.
same.
So you understand it, and people, to anybody who's watching, I always say if you're going to start social media or wanting to be a content creator influencer, it's not always cracked up to be. It's actually really hard, especially editing. Editing is the hardest part. But you don't do a character. Don't give people a character. Be yourself and let them fall in love with you, even if it starts off slow, you know? So I talked to a productivity coach, and she was like, why? I was like, I need to post every single day. I need to go live every single day. I need to do all this stuff. Because let me not say us as people of color on social media, we have to work twice as hard as our counterparts.
We do.
So they can post a video doing a dance to a song that we created, go for a couple seconds, hit 20 million views. Yeah, I have to create a video, I have to edit a video, I have to be this big character, I have to do all this stuff. Then I have to go live. I got to interact with my comments, I got to interact with a TikTok, I got to repost it, share it, copy link. I was like, I can't do this.
Preaching
So
to the choir, baby, because yeah,
it's hard.
preaching to the choir.
It's mentally
But
draining and
I
emotionally draining.
do love what you said about not being a character and just being
Mhm,
yourself, because people always ask me like, "Oh, well, how did you get all these followers?" And I'm like, I'm just literally being me. But
mhm,
people have accused me
mhm,
of being a character. And I'm
mhm.
like, no, that was me my whole life.
Yeah.
Now I'm finally being myself. And
Mhm.
now me being myself makes people think that I'm being a character.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like this has always been me.
Mhm,
But I also love, and this is what I want people to hear from what you said. It took you 3 times. Like you rebranded yourself 3 times.
mhm,
That was 3 different versions of you
mhm,
before
mhm.
you actually was like, let me land into who I actually am.
Absolutely.
I need people to hear this because I know that people are like, okay, I feel like I just can't, I'm I'm not, I can almost taste that this is where I should be. I
Mhm,
just can't get there yet. And they keep trying these different things. Well, let me do this and see if this feels like me. Let me do
mhm,
this and see if this feels like me. I
mhm,
need you to know that that's okay.
mhm,
Because sometimes we're not going to get it right the first time. It took me 44 years to figure out who I was. Like I'm my 9,876 version of who I am. And I
mhm.
change every day, but I'm still me.
Yeah.
Like, but it took me a while. It took a lot of different versions
Mhm.
for me to actually find my favorite version of me.
Absolutely.
And now when I saw you dance, blew me away. I was like, wait. And then you dance in heels, bitch. Like I'm in stilettos. Okay, no, let me not say heels, stilettos. And I'm like, when I tell you I was blown away, but what really got me was the joy on your
Mhm,
face.
mhm.
The, just the elation. I was like, this is
Mhm,
this.
mhm,
This.
mhm,
Because you can see it.
mhm,
Then I'm scrolling one day and I'm hearing a rap song and I had to go back because I'm like, because I looked at the name. I'm like, did you rap? Wait. And so, and I went to the caption in the comments, and I'm like, this is a video. I said, wait, he's an artist? So I had to go on YouTube, and I'm like, what the wait, where was this person? Like, where was this person? Like, how did I not know this?
Mm-hmm.
It made
Mm-hmm.
me fall in love with you even more. Like, it made me want to get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like. I was like, okay, the like Samsung was cute, but who is this person with so much joy?
Yes. Um, you know what's so funny is that my name on Instagram has been Hym the Rapper the whole time. Granted, my name is not the rapper, it's just capital HYM. I just want everybody to know that. Capital HYM. Yeah, but Hym the Rapper.
What does that stand for?
Well, first of all, I got the name from, I don't know if you've ever seen the Powerpuff Girls, but him, the character, the villain, I got it from him. And when I was choosing my name, I was like, I want something that's just one word. That way, when you hear it, it's just like him, Cher, Beyonce, Rihanna. It's
I
a
love
it's
it.
a standalone name. The reason I chose him was because him was the most powerful villain of all of the villains in the Powerpuff Girls.
And was.
And also, him was androgynous. He had heels, but he also had a goatee. Like, it was like, what's going on? And I
Yes,
always very
yes,
intrigued with
yes.
him as a child. So that's where I got that from. I changed the I to Y because him like music, because I wanted to always have something involving music. So HYMN, but I took the N off. Y to me seems more feminine than the letter I. It has a je ne sais quoi about it.
It
So
it does.
I made it a Y, and it stands for He Yearns for More. So I'm always wanting more than what I have, what I'm even receiving. I always want more and to push myself. Yearning means like pushing and just like exuding this want for what I deserve at its highest level. So that's what him means. So my name had always been that on TikTok, and people were like, "You're a rapper," and I'm like, "My name has literally been Hym the Rapper."
Him the rapper. And but it's like you, you know how you see something, but
Mhm,
you don't really see it.
mhm,
It's like you see it, but you don't see it. It was
mhm,
one of those.
mhm,
And it wasn't until I saw and heard you rap that it clicked.
mhm,
Wait, his name is Hym the Rapper.
mhm,
But when I first came upon you,
mhm,
it was Mr. Samsung guy. So
mhm,
I never really noticed your name.
mhm,
I never and baby, this is a light bulb moment for a lot of people. When people have a certain expectation or when they see you a certain way, they
mhm.
see you in only the way that they want to see you.
Absolutely.
They don't see you for who you actually are. Your name has always been Hym the Rapper, but
Mhm,
because that's not how I saw you,
mhm.
I never even noticed.
It's a true testament to me that people don't pay attention to details.
Mhm.
I,
Mhm.
as when I love someone, and not saying that you didn't love me, but like me as someone, when I love something, or my fans, or I call them my cousins now, I don't call them my fans.
Yes.
I call them my cousins, because that to me is people who genuinely support you and love you, or love on you, and interact and want the best for you. That's family, and I feel like cousins. So all my fan base is now cousins. Yeah. Um, I study these people, people who you really admire, and people who you really want to invest in, or are invested in your time, your likes, your comments, your shares. I do research on them, all these people. And I see like so many people on our platform miserable, you know, and it really is. I really think that like there needs to be like influencer therapy, or like influencers, like for real,
Definitely yes.
because it's next level. And people are like, well, you chose this life. I'm like, well, we all choose 9 to 5s. We all choose jobs. There's great money in social media. And I think that's why a lot of us do it. But your sanity and your happiness is not worth a dollar. And that's what I had to say. And also tapping into views and likes, the addiction of views and likes. You cannot limit your talent to a number.
Can
And
you repeat that one more time for the people in the nosebleed section?
You cannot limit your talent to a number. And this is what I want you
Nor
to
your worth.
okay. Put this in retrospect. I know you as well, we are used to millions of views, hundreds of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of comments, the attention, the validation, all these things that you receive. We're human. It feels good to be seen. Yeah.
It does.
After it starts to dwindle down, you start to go, what am I not doing right?
Yes.
That's the first thing you do. What am I not doing right? Maybe I'm not that funny. If I have been dancing my whole life and rapping and have a successful career for 10 years, I've traveled and performed at some of the biggest prides in the world. Now that my video that I posted of that pride, where I was performing with people in real time, put it on a platform and only gets 10, 15, 20, 30 likes.
Right.
Does that make that moment not as amazing? Does that make me not as talented? No. And then I started thinking to myself this, imagine those 30 people who took the time to like and comment on my video. Imagine if they were sitting in my bedroom. It would be a little crowded, right? You
Yes, it
know,
would be.
you have to sit and think, okay, these 30 people genuinely care about me. That's a lot of people. Yeah. If those 30, and you continue to cater to and love on those 30 become 300, they become
Mm-hmm.
300,000, they become 300 million. Yeah. And that's how I started looking at social media. And now I post when I want. I do what I want. I say what I want. If you don't like it, if it gets 100 views, I don't care because I'm
Yeah,
still
right.
amazing, you know? And
Because now you are your favorite version of you, and it shows.
yeah.
Like you teach at a dance studio.
hmm hmm
Like you teach. Like you and well.
Thank you.
Like you teach not you behind. Like you teach at a like the doors that started to open for you when you said, you know what, I'm tired of conforming. Let me
hmm
just be me because I'm tired of
hmm
y'all. Like
Yeah.
tired of y'all. I'm tired of this being this little puppet. Let me just be me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And didn't it just feel amazing?
It feels like, if I'm being honest, like naked. I don't feel like I have so much weight on me. I feel like I don't have an obligation um to be something and do something I don't want to do. And now when I post my music and now when I have a conversation, I don't yell. Because let me tell you something, I hate loud people. People not hate loud people, but when people are loud. Yeah. I'm a very quiet person. So now that I talk and have conversations with my cousins, I'm like, hey, how are you guys doing today? They're like, I love your speaking voice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, to think that I was
Yes.
like
Yes.
ruining my vocal cords for likes and views and my sanity, you know? When people are like, I love your music, people have been quote unquote bullying me. Like, where's the music? And I'm like, this is what I like to hear.
I'm one of them people. I'm guilty as hell. Where is the song?
Right.
Put the song, put the damn song. Stop. Just put the damn song out. Like stop with these sound bites. Put the damn song out. Finish the song.
But this is the thing. There's always a method to my madness. I want you to understand that I'm a businessman first. I always say this. I'm a businessman first. The first thing that you want your audience to be is to do is want you. You want them to want you and to
You are
need
absolutely right.
you.
And
And
I okay, not in a like creepy way, but I want you. Okay.
I ain't creeped out. You better come over here and get some of this. I I'm sorry. You caught me off
Like
guard with that. I
because like you
genuinely
see
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
I want you really
Ooh,
bad. Like really,
okay.
really, really bad. Okay.
Yes, I love this and I'm scared, but I also really intrigued. I love this. I'm scared. I'm
You
scared.
should be because I'm like dead ass
It's the
right
deep
now
voice. It's the deep
because
voice for me that you put on.
because
Give it up.
in my head, like when I'm getting dressed now, it's
Mhm.
one thing about me. I'm that bitch. and I would talk about shit. And I'm just like, if he don't drop this motherfucker, so like, so I can hear the rest of it, please,
You
so I
know
can
what's so funny?
finish.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is when I was telling you I was living with my mama. The first video I had ever posted about that was in my mom's bathroom. And I woke up and I looked at myself in the mirror and I just heard one thing about me. I'm there. And I heard that and I was like, I have to keep saying it. So I posted it, just posted like, oh, we'll see. People loved it. And I was like, oh my God.
Very
So
much.
this is rapping. This is music, you know? So people are like, I'm waiting for the beat to drop. And I'm like, okay. So I decided at the top of this year, I'm going to record a bunch of videos and I'm going to release these acapellas, these mantras to lift people's spirits and remind them of who
Which
they
I
are.
love.
And it's been working. The method to my madness is working.
Yeah.
And it's also getting people hungry for my voice and my music. And that, yeah.
Give me yours.
I promise I am. I'm working so hard behind the scenes. I've been performing, I've been recording, I've been
I've
photo
been
shooting.
watching, like, you've been all over, like, doing pride, 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 and I'm what, dude, Taraji reposted. When I tell you the scream I scrumped, I was like, oh, now I must like I do a lot of videos for a lot of brands. I When I tell you that was perfection,
Thank you.
I could I could never do nothing like that. Okay?
First of
'Cause
all, first of all, yes, you can. Second of
baby,
all,
listen, I don't have that type of time to be
ah,
because baby, you listen, you put your all, and then at the end, when you did the scene from Empire, I said, you know what, bitch, I'm sick of him already. I'm sick. I'm sick.
let me tell you something. Because I'm about to give you some nuggets. I'm about to give y'all some nuggets.
Because nuggets, nugget me, please.
I'm about to nugget you, okay? This is one thing that one of like I was telling you, one of my rebrands was promotion and wanting to get the attention of brands. Yes, the way that I would get attention of brands is getting their products. One, because I know I could sell something, but selling a product is not literally. If I have this phone in my hand, this Samsung. Granted, I could sell it to you, but I'm just telling you it's a Samsung. But this, if I have this phone in my hand, yeah, I could sell you this phone, but that's not what people want. People want an experience. They want they want the ooh, the ah, they want this. So this is how I say marketing is. You could still see the phone in the background, yes, but the madness that's happening in front of it, you mask it with humor and you mask it with the extraness, yeah, because people do not buy products, they buy experiences.
They do.
That's why they have
They do.
influencers sell their products. So what I did was I invested and I got a hotel room because I wanted a nice bathroom. And I got her products. I'm going to try the gel side, the cream side. I'm going to somehow connect myself to her brand. How am I going to do that? She was on Empire. That's a very well-known thing. And also and I Work Like a Dog Day and Night sign have been going viral. So I'm like, I'm going to incorporate 2 of her movies and or TV shows into this promo to get the attention of the brand. Once you do that in a very
And you
entertaining
did.
way, edit it very well, get to the point, get straight to the point, y'all. Stop talking so damn much. Get straight to the point, and then
Okay. Shit.
not you, get to the point, post it, tag them. When I tell you brands watch, they watch, and Taraji messaged me privately. I'm not going to tell you what she said, but Taraji messaged me privately, and I was like, you know what? And I had that thing. Let me tell you how self-sabotaging works. I had that
Come
video
on.
in drafts for about a month, just sitting there. And I was like, I should post this. I should post. No, she's not going to see it. Let me mind you, I was still in that phase where I was like, oh, it's not getting that many likes. When I first posted it, only got like 100 likes. And I was like, yep, nobody's going to see it. I archived it.
I
Then I,
say this all the time. We overthink ourselves and we
mm-hmm,
haven't even opened the door yet. Like we haven't even like we're standing outside of the door
mm-hmm,
and we overthink so much
mm-hmm,
that we tell ourselves, "Oh well, that they ain't got nothing in back of that door for me. Let me not even open it.
right,
Let me just leave it closed because that why am I even here?"
right.
The door literally has your name on it in lights. And it's blinking, but you're standing outside the
Mm.
door questioning whether or not this is your door. Your
Right.
name is on it in lights, but we
Mm-hmm.
self sabotage so much.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel like, well, because it hasn't happened before, or we feel like something is bigger than us, then we
Mm-hmm.
don't deserve it because it's bigger than us. Because why would they see me? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
me,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just you. And there's nobody else
Exactly.
like him on the world. Like in the world, there's nobody else like you. You are one of one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're just you.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're
Mm-hmm.
just you, she saw it, reposted it,
Mm-hmm.
and said, "That's how you do a review. That's
Boom.
this. This is how." But so just think if you would have left that in your archives.
Right.
So because she said what she said, maybe about a week or two later, you made a video or a story because somebody else recognized you, and it
Mm-hmm.
was not for your videos. It was not for Samsung. It was for you being you. You
Mm-hmm.
want to tell us about her and
Um,
who that person is?
so, like I was saying, I archived it. I
Baby,
archived it
I watch, okay? I watch
and do.
attentively.
And this is for anybody who do podcasts. Do research on the people that you ask to come on your podcast. Do research because y'all be having these podcasts. You be asking these people to come on these podcasts and don't know nothing about them. You just want the likeness of them. Get it together. This is how you podcast. This is how you podcast. And we're not gonna talk about how y'all got microphones and be sounding stupid. Some of y'all need to get the microphones taken away. Yes, but we're gonna save that for part 2. Okay. But this is how you podcast. This, 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 this. Ooh, this is how you podcast. This is how
Okay.
you podcast. Okay. So I post the video. I post the video. It does numbers. The brand. Let me also tell you. Sorry. In the video, I was like, this video is not sponsored, but it should be. Yeah.
Yeah, that took me out. Do you understand me?
But it
I
should be.
think you better tell me that you need coins.
Okay. Because that you got to throw it in real funny. But her brand commented and was like, this should be sponsored. Then they emailed me. And then that's when Taraja got it. She reposted it. And from her reposting it, the iconic Queen Latifah not only liked that video, she went down my timeline and liked videos of me rapping. UNITY, the UNITY, went down and liked videos of me rapping and followed me. And let me remind you, I absolutely adore Queen Latifah. I
Mhm.
adore Queen
Like
Latifah.
who does not?
It was, I don't want to say it validated me because I already feel validated in my own right. I know who I am and what I'm worth now. I always have, but now where I'm at in my age in my life and my experience, I'm not doubting myself anymore. And I'm starting
As
to
you
just,
shouldn't.
I'm starting to just do. I'm not saying anything out loud anymore. I'm just like, this is what I'm
That
gonna do.
that made you feel good about taking that mask off and
Mhm.
being you. Like
Yeah.
this was worth me taking the mask off.
Yeah.
Like this right here. Like I took the mask off and look what happened. But had you kept that mask on,
Mhm.
had you kept that mask on and not been your authentic self, doing what made you happy, people don't understand. It's all about what's making you happy, what brings you joy. Now you
Mhm.
were on stages. I literally watch you like you're on stages with thousands of people. Like
Mhm.
you are a superstar.
Thank
And
you.
people don't even understand the
Mhm.
magnitude of who you are.
I appreciate hearing that. because I don't want to say for a long time, I would say I forgot. Let me say it out loud. For a long time, I forgot. The pandemic really messed me up. And I have to say that because it took away something that meant the world to me, which was human interaction in real time. I'm from a generation where, because like, but I don't know if you, not, I just read or heard this, that millennials are the last generation that are going to know what it's like to not have social media. So we know what it was like to actually interact with people in real time and also how it is to have social media. And the way I built my fan base on Instagram is not because that's when like it was hard to go viral. You know, people were trying to go viral. It's easy to go viral. I was meeting these people at pride events. I was meeting these people at performances. I was going out and I made wristbands and cards and all kinds of stuff like get to know me. That was real time influencing, you know? And
Yes.
that to me meant so much more when I have that human interaction because I have fans who are like diehard fans of my music. They didn't even know that I was doing Samsung because I kept my Instagram and TikTok separate, you know? I will say for those of you who are out there, go out and interact with people, you know, and go out and make your impact in life in real
I
time.
love that because
It's
it's all
important.
about how you make people feel.
Mhm.
It's all about how you make people feel, and that's why I do what I do because it's all about how you make people feel. That's why I reached out to you because I was like, no, I just need I can't just let it I have to step outside of TikTok. And
Mhm.
sometimes we have to step outside and actually be a human, be a
Yes.
real person.
Yes.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know
God.
you, you didn't know me, but I felt in my spirit like I have to step outside
Mhm.
and give him me
Mhm.
and let him know that I am here, that I
Mhm.
see you. And if you ever need me, baby, look, just here is my number, honey. Because listen,
But hold up, let me read you real quick because
uh-uh.
let me read you real quick because you put all this positivity out into the world. You do so much for so many people. You are constantly, every single day, I see you encouraging people to love themselves, be their true and authentic selves, live their lives unapologetically. But who is feeding you? I just want to be very clear on that because I know as an influencer, as a content creator, you may have all the likes and views and comments in the world, but if you are not being fed, you're not at your 100%. Yeah, I need you to know that you are amazing. I need you to know that you are a light. I need you to know that you are a blessing. I need you to know that without you in this world, it would be that much darker. You know, it is very important that you hear these words. First of all, while you're still here with us. Second of all, while people are seeing it happen in real time, because people, we're in a generation, people just taking, receiving, you know, making videos, creating videos, editing those videos, you know, setting up podcasts, doing all these, buying the equipment and stuff. That's a lot of stuff leaving. You know, you have to be filled back up. And even though you gave me this and you are saying to me that you're always here, I want you to know that the door is revolving. Okay. And that just as fast as I can come through to your door, you can come through to mine. I absolutely love and adore you. And I appreciate you with everything in me. And God has truly blessed you. And I know that you have had some roadblocks. I know you had some trials. I know that your mind is not always your best friend. But I want you to know that you always, okay, have someone here in me and your platform.
Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna say no. Look, what you not gonna do is because bitch, I'm a big gangster. So I'm not, I'm not about to cry. You know,
Okay, okay. Not too
because
much.
I'm not about to cry, but facts. Because sometimes I need to hear that. Because
Be real.
at times I don't feel like I feel like, just like you said, am I doing enough? Sometimes I'm in my head about, am I still touching the people that I need to touch? Because with me, it was never about numbers. I never worried about the like algorithm. I never worried about going viral. It was always about, I just want to make people happy.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Like I just want to make people not feel how I felt, or and sometimes still feel. I just want to make people not feel like me. Like I
Mhm,
just want y'all to be happy.
mhm,
Like,
mhm,
so if I'm making you smile, then I'm happy.
mhm,
Like that's
mhm,
my whole thing. And it just feels good to hear somebody say like you are doing exactly what you set out to do.
mhm,
So
mhm.
I
It's
thank you for
important.
that.
You're welcome. It's important. It's really important because when you're caught up in the midst of things, you don't really take time to sit back and smell the flowers. And sometimes you have to give your audience the opportunity to do that for you. So it's okay to ask them. You know, I'm actually probably going to post a video very soon. What have I done for you guys? You know, pour into me, because sometimes we need to be filled up again.
We do.
It's hard. It's hard, and I know how much energy and time it takes to do what you're doing, and how much emotion you have to exude in these amazing videos that you're making. They're so amazing. But me,
Thank
I can
you.
see through the bullshit. And I'm not saying that that's what you're feeding people. I'm saying I see you, and I can see what's happening behind closed doors. Yeah. And as somebody who was going through mental warfare behind closed doors, literally not having a home, and still putting on my best foot, putting my best foot forward for the businesses that I was editing, and creating for, and for the brands that I was promoting for, and for my platform, I want you to make sure that you're doing the exact same thing for yourself, because you deserve it. That's why I didn't say, but I took 6 months off of social media. I left and I lived. Oh my God, I lived life. I didn't really touch my phone. I didn't. Oh, I want to do it again so bad. I'm so excited. When I left and I post here and there, like, hey, I would even say anything. It would be an old video, or a video of an experience I had. Like when my
Mhm.
mom opened up her record videos for record vinyls for Christmas, that video. I didn't have to say anything. I didn't go live. I lived life. I went on vacations. I went to amusement parks, and took photo shoots, and spent time with my family and my nephews and my friends, and went bowling, and just ate food. It was so good to not be present on social media, and I could be a spectator. Even then, I was like, F social media, but I want you to do that for yourself. It is the most amazing thing. And I came back, and once I realized I didn't miss social media, I knew that I was in control of it. And now I am,
Mm.
you know?
See, sometimes it's what we give our power to, and what we allow to become our power source.
Mhm.
And sometimes as influencers, we allow social media to become our power source. And
First
it
thing in
just
our minds when we wake up in the morning, I grab my phone. I
right.
used to grab my phone. I used to grab my phone. Right now I get up, brush my teeth, listen to music, cook something. I'll call one of my friends or somebody, and I'll talk to them. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, let me see. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Whatever. Then I go and do it, listen to music. I don't allow social media to control me anymore. I'm in control of social media, because at the end of the day, social media needs me. I don't need social media.
Chat, you that's a word. That's a word, but I just need y'all to know that this also works the same with people. This also works the same with people. Like y'all need me. I don't need y'all. I'm just like I am in control of what I do. I'm not about to let y'all pin, pin, what's that boy name?
Pinocchio,
Him.
puppet master.
Y'all not gonna do that to me, babe, because I'm in control of my own life. I'm just letting y'all know, like it's the same thing. And I am so happy that you discovered you, and you have a newfound joy for you and a self-love for you, and it
Mhm.
shows that you are genuinely happy with who you are, that you have taken the mask off, that all of these other things no longer have power over you, and you are just out here living your best life on purpose.
Oof. Mm.
On purpose.
Mm.
And all of these wonderful doors are opening for you because you are just genuinely being you and living life and making you yourself happy. Speaking of these wonderful doors, what do you have coming up? What can we expect from him, the rapper? What can we expect? I'm hoping is some raps. Um, I'm just saying
Eating
because
me up on your podcast is crazy.
because well
Yeah.
because you said that you was him, the rapper, baby. I'm gonna need some him, the raps.
Okay, first of all, I want you to know, all of
Okay.
us, that because while you're reading me on live is crazy. First
Oh,
of all, I
okay.
want you to know that I am I am definitely working right now. One thing I want you all to know is that even when you don't see me, I am working. Yeah, I believe in giving you a supply that does not stop. So,
Yes.
in order to do that, I have to go into hibernation. I have to create these songs. I have to create them at their greatest. I'm not giving you mediocre. I'm not giving you a mediocre video. I'm not giving you a mediocre. I'm not doing that because we're in a microwave generation where you guys want something quick and easy. Baby, you got to put me in a slow cooker, in the oven at least, at bare minimum.
Okay.
So, I personally believe in giving you great content. So, I'm rapping. I'm recording. I'm in the studio. And in those 6 months, it's been happening. Well, it's about to be a year now. But
That's all I wanted to hear. Like that's it.
that's what you got. So it's coming. It's coming. Trust and believe. Just trust the process. But I have been officially doing music for 10 years. So it's time for me to drop a project. It's
Do
time.
you have any like because I saw you doing some prides. Do you have any shows coming up?
I have some brewing. I don't want to say anything yet, but I have
Okay.
some brewing. I've been talking to some people and just, getting everything, the numbers right, because we don't play about coins, but we're getting the numbers right, making sure everything looks good, making sure that the timing and dates and etc. And once I do that, all of those will be announced. I am teaching a lot of intensives right now as far as dance teaching, and then I'm also I started another business because I'm like kind of taking a step back from social
Okay.
media. I'm doing it, but I started an editing business for content creators
Come on.
and people who want to take their content to the next level.
I
You
love
go
it.
content, I edit it, and also coaching people on how to market themselves on social media and brands, because that is what I do. And now I'm taking that step to give that knowledge. So I'm starting another business. So I'm just doing a lot of things right now.
Can I just tell you that I'm extremely proud to know you. Like I'm extremely proud of everything that you're doing. I'm extremely proud to know you. Like I'm extremely proud that I had the honor of watching you on this journey and seeing where you came from to seeing you take off that mask and just being your authentic self and this like smile that you give. Like I can tell that
Me
you're
too.
just like I can breathe. I can breathe and I just need people to go and just follow you and see the joy that you bring to me as well as so many other people. And speaking of which, if people do not know where to find you, can you please tell people where to find you on any and everything?
The first step to great branding is making sure that you're easy to find. You
Okay,
can find me on all social media at HYM the Rapper.
period.
HYM the Rapper. On everything.
That's it,
Everything.
and that's all. Like that's it, and that's all. Because look, me, baby, I done changed my name like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times until I was finally like, you know what? I have worked hard to become Alethea. So let
Oh,
me just be Alethea.
okay.
So this is my last name change because I'm being Alethea.
Ali-
Nobody else, just Alethea. Because I've worked too hard to become her. So now I'm just gonna be her.
and that's what it is. And let me give you your flowers too, because I'm very proud of you. I see what you're doing. I see it. I've seen all that you have accomplished. People get flying you out. You getting flued out all across the country, child.
Child, listen. just by being who we are. Like,
It's that easy.
baby, just for anybody listening, be you, be who you are. And that is enough. And watch the doors open. Be who you are. And just watch like greatness happen.
Mhm.
Him, let me tell you that I have been waiting on this moment and I am so happy that you chose to come and talk to little old me and be on my podcast and just spread all your wonderful nuggets and look how you're looking and just all scrumdiddlyumptious, you know.
You
I'm
better
so
stop. You better stop.
oh yeah, you said
Mhm.
it. Okay. Anyway, but no, really, I'm extremely happy that you're here. Y'all, I need you to go and follow this man because he is amazing. Do you understand me? Like, I know who he is. Now you know who he is. So what y'all gonna do? Okay? What huh? Huh? So as he is being great in their face, I need you to remember that before you can be great in anybody else's face, you first have to be great in your own. Because, honey, you are everything and everything is you. You are fabulous, honey. And I need you to know that just being who you are, that is enough. So as you go out there and continue being fabulous, honey, like I know you can be, remember, have a good day on purpose, huh?
Uh,
You remember that.